find derivative of x square plus 1 and secant x. Again it is the product of the terms, so we apply the UV form. How we have applied x square plus 1 as it is and derivative of secant x. Derivative of secant x will be secant x tangent x, and the angle here is x, so its derivative will be 1. Then plus secant x as it is and derivative of x square plus 1. The derivative for x square will be 2x and derivative of 1 is 0 as 1 is a constant term. Then this is the simplification. Then 10th question is again the quotient form. So how we apply the quotient form? That is taking derivative of square of the denominator, that is square of denominator, then denominator as it is and derivative of the numerator. I have not taken the derivative yet. I have just written that I have to find derivative of secant x, then minus secant x, then derivative of 1 plus tan x. Not taking the derivative, just mentioned that we have to take derivative of 1 plus tan x. Now 1 plus tan x comes as it is, then derivative of secant x, and derivative of secant x will be secant x tangent x, and derivative of x will be 1. Then secant x as it is, derivative of 1 that is 0, and derivative of tan will be secant square x, and then derivative of x that will be 1. So its simplification will give us the result. If you want to simplify it, you can. Otherwise, leave it after taking the derivative. Then this question, these are separate terms. Just taking derivative of x will be 1 minus 4 as it is. Derivative of cosecant x will be minus cosecant x cot x, and derivative of cot will be minus cosecant square x. The derivatives of angle will be 1, derivative of this angle will be 1. Now if the question will be like this, that the derivative could be cosecant 2x or cot 2x, what will be the difference then? Then this would be cosecant 2x cot 2x, and the derivative of angle will be 2. Same for this term, that will be minus cosecant square of 2x, and then the derivative of angle that would be 2. Now we know that sine square x plus cos square x equals to 1. If we directly put sine square x plus cos square x equals to 1, then its derivative will be 0 because it is a constant. I have just written here sine square x can be written as sine x whole square. Remember that the power on trigonometric function can be written on whole of the function. Then now it is the power on the whole function. So first of all, we have applied power rule 2 as it is, reduce 1 power by 1, this power by 1, then the derivative of trigonometric function, that is derivative of this, and the derivative of angle, and derivative of angle will be 1. याद रखें जब पावर रूल अप्लाई करते हो तो पहले पावर आ गई, एक पावर कम हो गई, उसके बाद क्या डेरिवेटिव ऑफ ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शन, तो डेरिवेटिव ऑफ ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शन साइन है, साइन का डेरिवेटिव कॉस एक्स आ गया और फिर डेरिवेटिव ऑफ एक्स, here again it's power, so power rule, reduce power by 1 and then derivative of trigonometric function is cos x, its derivative is minus sin x, and then derivative of x that will be 1, and after simplification the answer is 0. The next question is in a quotient form. So we apply we apply the quotient rule, square of the denominator, then the denominator as it is, then we have to take derivative of numerator minus numerator as it is, and we have to take derivative of the denominator. I have not taken denominator, just mentioned that we have to take. Now the derivative of x square plus 1 into cot x, this is product of the terms, so we have to apply product rule for this term. This will be u and this will be v. So whenever we find the derivative for this, we apply product rule. Also, when we take derivative of this quantity, this is again u into v form, or you if you want to convert cos x, and this one can be written as 1 over sin x, then this will become minus cot x and directly take derivative of cot x. Otherwise, you have to apply the product rule. Now look, for this, x square plus 1 comes as it is, and derivative of cot x, that is minus cosecant square x. Then cot x as it is, and derivative of x square plus 1 will be 2x, and derivative of 1 will be 0. Minus this term as it is, then derivative of 3 will be 0, minus cos x as it is, derivative of cosecant x, that will be minus cosecant x cot x, then cosecant x as it is, and derivative of cos x, that is minus sin x. Then its simplification will be this one, that gives the final result. These are few trigonometric conversions. Cosecant is minus 1 over sin secant, and this, if you want to use any of these, you can use and then find their derivative. Find d2y over dx square. It means second derivative. So for first derivative, this is again the product of the terms, u into v form. So this comes as it is, and derivative of cos x will be minus sin x, and derivative of x will be 1. Then cos x as it is, and derivative of x, that is 1, and this is our first derivative. Now this one will be the question for finding the second derivative. So for finding second derivative, it's written d by dx of first derivative, dy by dx. So d into d becomes d square, and this becomes dx square. Now for finding the derivative, this is again u into v form. X as it is, derivative of sin x will be cos x, plus sin x as it is, and derivative of x, that will be 1. Then derivative of cos x, and derivative of cos x will be minus sin x, and this is the second derivative of the given function. This is just the simplification. And for this question, derivative of y, that is tan x, derivative of tan x will be secant square x, because we have to again find the derivative. So I have written the secant square x in this whole power. Then for finding its second derivative, I have applied power rule, 2 as it is, then secant x, and 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 will become secant x, so I have not written 2 minus 1. Then derivative of trigonometric function. Trigonometric function here is secant x. Its derivative will be secant x tangent x, and angle is x, so its derivative will be 1. And this is the simplification for this second derivative. If you want to do the simplification, you can do the simplification. Suppose the same question will be given like this, tan of 4x. So derivative of tan 4x will be secant square 4x, and then derivative of angle, that is 4x, its derivative would be the 4. Now the 4 as it is, and this term will be enclosed within the square. Then again 4 as it is, then applying power rule, secant of 4x, then secant 4x tangent 4x, then the derivative of angle, that will be 4, and then your answer will be 8 secant square 4x tan 4x. This is just for your clarification, and whenever you practice other questions in which the angles involve some constants, remember that the derivative of angle will be according to the given angle.